What is up, guys? Episode 7 of Wandavision dropped. So here's the breakdown. Episode 7, Breaking the Fourth Wall. We're the Olives. I'm Joe.
And I'm Layla.
We've got a lot to say because there was a lot to cover. And it's going to be past Layla's bedtime, so we're going to have to rock and roll on this. All right.
Also, sorry if the screen is delayed or something.
No, it's fine. She sees a little delay. She doesn't know how the webcams work yet. She'll get there. She'll get there, guys. So make sure you check us out. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got Periscope. We had Facebook, but Facebook is on our S list because they banned me for 30 days, which then blocked all of my pages. And they didn't even tell me why.
Hello, everybody in the comments, by the way, who is saying hey to everyone.
What's up, guys? Make sure you comment. We've got Barbara. Hey, Mom. We've got Jonesy. You guys can comment on all the other platforms as well. They should pop up because we're using a very awesome software that goes everywhere. So, Wandavision, episode 7. We are
so
psyched about this show every week.
Yes. So let's just.
What was it like this time? Because every time it's a different sitcom.
It was like
The Office.
Yeah, that.
But you don't know that show.
Well, I know what it is. I just don't watch it.
Yeah, it's not appropriate.
Like Cassidy and I'm not gonna.
So The Office and Modern Family seems to be what they were going for in this one. And we're going to go in order of what happened in the show. So in the beginning, starts off with Wanda, and it's very much Modern Family vibes with her talking to the interviewer. And Layla saw something that she thought she wanted to share with everybody.
Okay, so...
Oh, I couldn't get that. I couldn't get it to go. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'll see if I got it.
Okay,
we're just live. Good. People can wait.
Okay, because this was actually a really good thing that I found. Hopefully it's there.
It is fingers. Right there.
Yes, we got it.
So here's something that Layla saw in the opening scene, because everybody's been picking up on Easter eggs and theories and stuff in the background. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, the shadows are all messed up. Okay, so Layla saw this.
It looks like eyes on the pillow, almost like someone's watching her.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting a lot of demon vibes in the background. And we're going to touch on that because there was plenty of little demon Easter eggs and face Easter eggs.
Oh, and before we start anything else, they had like a banner for WandaVision right like before they came out with the first episode. Do you have that?
I don't have it up just now. I know what you're talking about, though. It's this.
Yes, there's okay. So there's a blanket, and it looks like
I think it's wallpaper.
A clown head in the background, right there.
It's a demon face.
Well, okay. So we think it can either be Mephisto.
Okay, yeah. There's 3 choices, but I wasn't gonna get there yet. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Just blasting through it. So. Let's wait on this. Let's wait on this part.
Okay.
As to who we think it could be, because there's a few. I think we're on the page that there's a demon involved.
I think it might be Nightmare, because Nightmare's.
I just said let's wait, and you're like,
dang it! I'm sorry. I just can't wait for because I figured those 2 out on my own. So I'm like, I figured that out. No one else. Well, probably like a couple people in the world did, but.
According to Twitter, a few people did. But, so, eyes on the pillow. There's a lot of stuff in the background, a lot of Easter eggs that we're picking up on. Then, here comes the glitches. Clearly, Wanda's losing control of
the hex because she made it so much bigger. Correct. That it's so big she can't control all of it.
I think since she grew the hex, she's losing control of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, that's what you said. I'm just backing you up because I agree with you. So the controllers were glitching and the stuff in the apartment was glitching out.
And we think that, like, all of the different things were going through different times because, like the controllers, they were going through, like, different times.
Jonesy2166 says, "Oh my God, I'm watching now. Holy crap." So, this is great. These are the emojis everybody has when they watch WandaVision on Friday. So, where were we? So, she goes into the kitchen and she takes out sugar snaps. Snap. Reference to
Thanos snap.
Reference
Gauntlet.
to Thanos. So, we obviously have a reference to Thanos, constantly a reference to the Infinity Stones. Now, when she gets in the kitchen, the glitches start happening to the milk carton. The milk carton, missing person on it. I think this is a hint.
I did this. I thought
you did
of it. Yeah, well, I thought of that one.
Oh, okay.
On the then later in the episode, the Tommy and Billy, they go missing. So I think that was a foreshadow.
Foreshadow, correct. I think so. Also, this is something I found during that scene. There's an announcer in the background, and she pops the milk carton over. It says missing, and then it also says, the announcer in the distant background says, "I hope your little ghosts arrived home safe last night," right as she's pouring the missing child milk carton. I do not think that's a coincidence, and considering what happened at the end of the episode, which we will get to later, is that missing kids, witch, maybe a Hansel and Gretel kind of witch. Maybe she eats kids. Maybe she eats kids' souls.
Wait, we'll get to that later because that's a whole nother section we have in our notes. So, by the way,
static
look,
seltzer.
Yeah, static seltzer because it's green. So, I get to take like literally.
We're gonna keep going through, and then we'll come back. Wanda glitching everything. We said that. Now the intro runs, and there's a license plate. Now, last episode of our breakdown, I don't know if you guys noticed, but
it's not coming up.
Layla said that. What are you doing?
It's not coming up.
What's not coming up? I didn't click it yet.
Oh.
Let me worry about the engineering.
Okay.
You just be you.
Okay, stop yelling because it's going to be too loud for the people who are wearing headphones right now.
All right. So last episode, Layla decided that she thinks that there was something in the license plate on Agnes's car when Vision was talking to her by the edge of the house.
I look at like every single license plate. I'm like, Dad, look at the numbers on your dial thing to see if it spells out something. Because I'm just so into the clues. I'm like, we need to know.
So here we go. There was a clue.
Yes.
Well, not a clue. It was more of an Easter egg.
Yeah, it was more like okay.
12, 28, 22 is a birthday of a very important person.
Yes. Who created Marvel, Stan and Lee.
That is Stan Lee's birthday right there at the top. 12, 28, 22. So there's one major Easter egg besides the Sugar Snap cereal.
Yeah.
I also thought it was cool that on the refrigerator it said, "I know what you're doing, Wanda." Like almost like a...
Wait, what? I did not know that.
Yeah, you missed it, but I wrote it down. It was pretty cool. It was a flash in the intro. And the intro is very much The Office. I'm not a big Office fan. Actually, I know you guys might hate this, but I don't really like The Office very much. But hey, I watched some of it.
Well, but
Modern Family I did watch.
If Cassidy is watching this, she will be so mad at me.
She's not watching us. Let's be serious.
True.
She's in the other room on her phone like a teenager.
Being a teenager. Oh my gosh, imagine if she just comments in the comment section right now.
Screw you guys. I'm getting him. So in the intro, there was something that I noticed too, is in the first episode, they had a heart around August 23rd, and they were talking about the date that they were not aware of what, that was like the theme of the first episode. They couldn't remember what the date was all about. So in the intro of episode 7, the calendar has a 10 with a heart around it. Now, I thought when they released the information about WandaVision, the show, that a 9-episode run was weird.
Yeah, because it has to be an even number. Like,
doesn't have to be.
Well, yeah, but it'll be weird if like it's not.
I think they're messing with us, just like they've been messing with us this whole time. That they're going to drop the 9th episode and be like, just kidding, not the last one. Because there was a gap, a week between WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. And I was like, why would they leave a gap week? I don't think they are. I think that they are going to drop a 10th episode since they've been messing with everybody this whole time. Even Kevin Feige, the guy that runs Marvel Studios, said that all of the episodes were going to be an hour long going forward. But they're not. Oh, did he say the last 3 episodes? That's what he said. The last 3 episodes would be an hour long. So this one was 30 minutes long, just like the rest of them. 38 minutes with like 7 minutes of credits. I think there's a 10th episode. That is an hour long because he said the last 3 episodes are an hour long. They have the number 10 with a heart around it on the intro for this episode. Mark my words. I think.
Also, by the way, they said, did you know there was a.
For those of you that didn't know,
post-credit scene. There actually was.
Post-credit scene.
At first we didn't know, but then
Uncle Justin, big shout out. What's up, Uncle Justin? Thanks for
letting us know. Probably watching this.
If you didn't watch the post-credit scene, you should go do that now and come back. Because we're
gonna get to that later though, because we're going in order. We're going in kind of in order.
Yeah, we're going through the episode. We've got 4 or 5 pages. We're on page 1. So buckle up, buttercups. So now, when the twins were talking to Wanda after she poured her cereal and the intro ran, they said Uncle P, Uncle Pietro. And she said, that man is not your uncle. And she even said something after that I thought was really cool, considering the vibe and theme of what WandaVision has created, this like hunt for theories and Easter eggs. She said the words, everything is meaningless, but you're welcome to draw your own conclusions. And I thought that was really cool little like nod to everybody doing that. And it's pretty cool that Disney figured out that people were going to be doing that and picking up on. That's like some confidence in your audience. And know that Marvel fans are so nuts that we were going to pick this show apart, and they took the time to write it and put little Easter eggs and everything together. It's fantastic how they did it. All right. Now, here we go. Agnes shows up.
She said, first of all, I promise I won't bite. This is another reference to... and then she said, I did bite a kid once, which makes sense to what we said before. Agnes might be eating kids.
Or doing something with them.
Yeah.
Sending them somewhere.
Or maybe she's like a witch vampire?
I don't know. There's a lot more questions than answers at the end of these episodes.
Because she could have just sucked their blood, biting. And then she could have... Bye-bye.
We're saying hello. Hey, guys. Hey to you. Thanks for tuning in. So,
Joan. Okay, before you talk about that more, a couple of people said a lot more comments.
Here we go. What are the chances Al Pacino makes a cameo as Mephisto or Nightmare as a combo? I think you're referencing.
That's what I said. I said that same exact.
I would love to see something like that. I honestly think that Pietro is the imposter, and also, as you see in the after credit scene, spoiler alert if you didn't see it, here it comes. He's working with Agatha, and
you didn't know that, but I actually called that out, because if you think about it, when they were saying it was Agatha all along, which that song is actually very catchy. So
that song's great.
It's been stuck in our head ever since we watched that last episode. I feel like,
and according to Twitter, everybody else is also enjoying it.
But when she said it was Agatha all along,
how'd it go again?
It was Agatha all along.
Come on.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. What it was there was purple smoke around Pietro when he arrived at the door.
Right.
And in Agatha's hands, she had a purple fireball looking thing. And also in the credit scene, when he said Snoopers gonna snoop, he had also purple smoke around him again, and then Monica Rambeau's eyes turned purple. So I think that either Agatha is controlling Pietro or Pietro is controlling Agatha.
I agree. And we're going to get there when we get to the basement scene.
Yes.
The basement
because
scene.
that's big.
Because WandaVision can't just end a show and have a nice little bow tied on it. They're like, okay, so we answered some of your questions, but at the end, hold on, big reveal, more questions.
Yeah, and you have to wait for a whole nother week for a new episode. Oh my gosh,
I don't know about you
why?
guys, but we count the minutes until this is back.
Yeah, we count like... Yeah.
And a lot of people hate the weekly instead of the bingeable, release the whole season at once. I kind of like it because I like that some shows you can binge, and I like that WandaVision and Mandalorian get you excited for a day of the week again. I know some people aren't going to agree with me, and you can say in the comments how you guys feel about the once a week versus the bingeable entire season thing. I'm liking it. I'm liking it for certain shows. I like it for these kinds of shows. I like it for WandaVision because there's so many Easter eggs and theories that people mull over. It makes me feel like the Game of Thrones era, because that's how Game of Thrones was. The internet would blow up after every episode, and it really creates a great interaction of fans. You get to...
Yeah, except WandaVision, like, kids can actually watch it, too, because Game of Thrones is like, oh, I'm going to just kill you, and then kill you, and then kill you, and a bunch of blood's going to go everywhere.
Jonesy says this would be a perfect Game of Thrones night type show for us, and I'm not going to lie, I don't hate the idea of starting that up when the prequel comes out. I mean, they say it's supposed to be out in 2022, but if we're going with
Except
HBO
I can't watch that, so
Game
Dad's
of Thrones
gonna be doing
schedule, we might get it by like 2024. My grandma said I like once a week.
We don't.
And the once a week brings so much more passion into it. It gives us time to hype it up and come together to make awesome theories. And that's what I'm saying. I like it for certain shows. I do like being able to binge some other shows.
I don't like the week. I still like the gap between the episodes, though. I do think I wish it was like 3 or 4 days, because then we would still have time to like make theories and stuff. We would have like 4 whole days, but waiting a week is just too long.
Well, that's an 8-year-old. 8-year-old theory. 8-year-old thought
I mean,
process.
I can't even wait for 5 minutes. How am I supposed to wait a whole week for my favorite show?
And believe me, when I say just give me 5 minutes, I'm well aware she cannot wait 5 minutes. And Jonesy said he wishes it wasn't a 3 a.m. release. We should be able to text each other during the show like the old days. If they did an 8 p.m. release time every Friday night, that would blow up. I wouldn't doubt if they investigate that, because that would be pretty cool. But then they also like to give people a chance to review so that it's available throughout the whole day. So who knows? Back to the show. So back to the content of this episode. So obviously then after Agnes says she won't bite the kids, and when you watch it back a second or third time, which we did, you notice she looks at the camera and she says, I promise I won't bite. She gives like, by the way, Catherine Hahn's facial expressions and the way she plays this character is absolutely fantastic.
Imagine if she's watching this.
But Catherine Hahn's little facial expressions and facial twitches that she does after she says certain things is fantastic. And she says, I promise I won't bite. And she kind of flashes a look that you can't tell if she's being sarcastic or hinting at something. And it's fantastic. So after that scene, they go to Darcy's email.
Oh, yeah. Do you have that picture? I think you do.
I do have that picture.
Okay, I actually took this picture. I took, like, all of them.
Real quick, before we go to Darcy's email, the black and white style of the earlier episodes what made this show so incredible. Just imagine watching those episodes in prime time of black and white. It would be simply incredible. Yeah, I mean, everything about this show is pretty much incredible. But I agree. I like it. It wasn't for everybody. A lot of people didn't like this crescendo that they've created, but I'm all in with it. I love it. All right, what did we do? We're going on to the email, which I thought I had. But
wait, maybe you have to download it there?
I'll see if I can find it. So Darcy's email, to sum it up, said that Cataract they're using Vision as a weapon, or trying to use Vision as a weapon, and then that's the focus on. And she wants to tell Wanda that, which she tries to do later in the episode. Major Goodner is not Reed Richards. Spoiler alert. Everyone thought it was going to be Reed Richards, the aerospace engineer. But is Major Goodner the aerospace engineer that she was talking about? I don't know. They're leaving more questions than answers, as we knew they would. Wanda turns around a few minutes later, says to the interviewer says to Wanda, because we're doing a Modern Family style show this episode. She said, I forget exactly what she said.
Wait, we have a picture of this. I know what she said. I remember. I just want the people.
Well, this is the Modern Family vibe you're getting, for sure. Absolute Modern Family vibes.
Yes.
I couldn't get all the pictures loaded, so I didn't get them all.
Okay, so one of the interviewers talked to her and asked her a question, and then Wanda said...
The question was, do you think maybe you got what you deserve?
And then Wanda said, you weren't supposed to talk.
And it sounds like the interviewer was a psychologist. I was getting a psychiatrist-psychologist vibe there.
Well, I mean, because she also sounded like she was talking to somebody like that.
Well, yeah, that's the vibe that you get from the show, that there's an interviewer there. That's what happens in Modern Family, that there's an interviewer that just doesn't talk.
And later we learned that interviewer or the person recording it was actually Agatha. It was Agatha all along.
We got someone chiming in saying, on a deeper thought, I found it fascinating that Darcy was an escape artist because she was handcuffed when she entered the Hex in episode 6. This is why I love this show, because it has deeper meanings. They really did pay attention to so many details.
But I think the lock had something to do with it, because when Vision appeared, she had chains all around her, so maybe that had something.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying it was a deeper meaning, that they thought so deep into it that they even added this little detail, that she was chained up as an escape artist.
The Fly and the Bunny are not Wanda's kids, because the bunny was there when the kids were.
The bunny we're going to get to. It is someone's kid.
It is someone's kid, but it's not Wanda's.
But it's not Wanda's.
And the Fly is also not Wanda's kid, but we do think the Fly is someone else.
We have animal theories towards the end. We're blowing through the main content that we want to discuss. And then when we get to Agatha's basement, we got a solid 20 minutes for you guys, because there's so much that happened.
And we're only supposed to have oh my goodness. We have to do 45 minutes, because
we might do an hour on this one. We're going to go nuts. Mom's not home to tell me it's bedtime, so.
No, she's not. Woo!
All right. So where were we? Okay, so then the Nexus commercial pops up. Nexus.
Yes, Nexus. And
there's Easter eggs here, possibly, with this Nexus commercial.
Yes.
The taglines is Nexus anchors you back to your reality. Now, or the reality of your choice. In Marvel lore, in the comic books, the Nexus of all realities is a hub where you can travel between dimensions. And
you're traveling between dimensions when you go into the Hex.
Well, it seems that way. It seems that there's connected dimensions here. The Nexus of all realities also popped up in, I believe, in Endgame, when they were drawing on the chalkboard, figuring out time travel. In the bottom right-hand corner, it said,
I didn't even catch this.
Nexus of all realities, and it was circled. And I wish I could find that. I'm going to see if I have that for you guys, because it would be really cool to share that with you, the screenshot. I don't see. Oh, wait. No, that's got bad words. I couldn't get all the things to. Oh, wait. Oh, word. We got all the things we were looking for.
Really? Oh, my goodness. Okay, here's how you weren't supposed to talk.
Yeah.
Before.
This is from before. Layla said, you weren't supposed to talk. We took pictures of the screens because we don't want to mess with Disney's copyright stuff. Just kidding. Our intro is Marvel.
Yeah, except we kind of.
Also, there's a theory going around that the commercials are the Infinity Stones.
I
honestly would be the Reality Stone, because they said anchor yourself back to reality, and all of the other ones line up with different Infinity Stones.
I would honestly say that, but I honestly do think that those are Wanda's bad memories, or Wanda experiencing the future, because in the last episode we actually said in the last episode we said in the last episode we said that the kids were aging up to death because he couldn't open the yogurt. And the kids, Tommy and Billy's powers are literally aging up. So, I think those are her bad memories, or her telling her future bad memories. Because I mean, in the first episode, you saw the Toast Maker 3000, which it was by Stark Companies, Tony Stark.
Stark Industries.
Yeah, and it said Toastmaker 3000 at the funeral. The hologram of him said, "I love you 3000." So,
make sure you sit up because people can't see your face when you
I know.
Whoa. So, let's move on now. Back to the question that you posed before about the Fly and Bunny being Wanda's kids.
It's not
Senor
Wanda's kids.
Scratchy is the name of Agatha's / Agnes's bunny.
Kid.
Agatha Harkness's son in the comics books name is Nicholas
Scratch. And
so we're thinking that
Senor Scratchy, and she made the kids disappear. So maybe she made her own kid go into a bunny.
And I think these Easter eggs that they're dropping are also, some of them are misleading on purpose. It's so intricate. They weaved quite a web. The first time Mephisto ever appeared in comics, because now we're going to start heading down the demon road, Mephisto appeared as a fly.
So we think that fly was Mephisto.
They focused on it so much that either they're really trying to misdirect us, or it really is important. But it definitely isn't something that was done unintentionally. They focused on it, and there was a reason for it. Agatha also said the kids had, she said Ralph always says she sugarcoats things after she was sitting with the kids.
I caught this.
And Layla was like, does she sugarcoat the children before she eats them? I was like, that's dark. That's I mean,
it's dark, but it might be true. So,
but I guess a whole town being mind controlled by two witches is kind of dark.
Yeah, especially when no one knows what the hex is going.
Thanks, Disney. What the hex is going on? We're doing puns all day.
One of it puns.
So now we get to Monica.
Jonesy 216.
Monica's badass truck couldn't get through the hex. So Monica was like, yo, I can get through. Now the question, everyone knows now that she has powers. I'm trying to figure out if she knew already.
She knew already because she was like, no, we're done here and stuff like that. So I think she knew. She was just trying to hide it because she thought her powers were dangerous. And we already kind of knew this, but we think that Monica Rambeau is Captain Marvel's friend's daughter.
It is. We know that.
Yeah, we know that because, one, they have the same exact name, and two, because when she was going through the hex, there was a bunch of ones you need to,
of whisper lines.
Yeah, you need to know how to glow like your Aunt Carol and stuff like that. So we know that's definitely.
It was a cool tie-in from Captain Marvel. Nick Fury said to her.
Jonesy 2166 said, "So is Wanda a prisoner, or did she seek out Agatha to build this world out of desperation?"
I think
I don't really know.
Wanda created it, and then they, it was like a glitch in the Matrix, a disturbance in the Force. The dark powers that be were like, "Yo, we got to go there. We can harness her powers." I think she sent out a beacon, like a lighthouse, by doing this. I think she did it by tying her magic into Vision's system, because it's all very digital, which makes me believe that it's Vision's computer system that helped her create this in an attempt to bring him back. And then it was like a beacon to these dark magic folks that were like, oh, we can use this. And
I think honestly in the next episode they're going to I think that Monica's gonna act like herself, but really she's hypnotized by Agatha or Pietro because we don't know who's controlling who.
we have not figured out which one is which. It does seem like Agatha's in control.
Yeah, but maybe they're just trying to make us think that.
There has been some misdirection going on. I agree. So here's something funny that we want to throw at you guys. I can't take credit for it because I saw it on Twitter, but when Vision is asking Darcy questions about what happened and she's giving Vision the rundown of you died twice, and how much funnier would that have been if they did it in the Luis from Ant-Man style? Because
you died twice.
True
First,
Marvel
Wanda
fans,
kills you.
True Marvel fans will know what I'm talking about. Luis in Ant-Man when he was storytelling in Ant-Man 2.
Wait,
That's so much fun.
Do you have an impression of him? Because I bet you do. Yeah, I bet you've been practicing this for just this moment.
I don't have one off the top of my head.
All I know is that he says it really fast and very
And then I was talking to this guy, and this guy was like, "Hey, what's up, homie?" And then I was like, "Yo, homie, what's up?" And then I went over here and started talking to this girl, and then this happened, and then I had cake, and then
Okay, now do that voice, telling the thing that she was saying.
Oh, I'm not prepared for that. You put me on the spot, dude.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. So you died twice. First, Wanda killed you. Then the bad guy rewound time, and then you
Too many ums.
And then the bad guy and then the bad guy rewound time, and then
and scene.
That's all I can think of right now because I just.
Next thing, big
someone
thing.
said what happened to the kids. I don't. Yeah, Agatha did something to them, but what?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, here's Uncle Justin, who we were talking about before.
Uncle Justin's paying attention. He didn't fall asleep this week.
Is.
What happened to the kids? So
we think Agatha ate
them.
them.
You must have just tuned in late. We think Agatha ate them, which is going to send Wanda. And also, Vision was very concerned with the kids. So that might be the part where Vision takes over to save Wanda with Monica Rambeau, who got caught. So I don't know if she's caught. But
I think she's caught.
Darcy. Is Darcy going to end up being the big hero here?
I think so, because she's literally the only other person in the Hex. And no one else knows that Monica Rambeau got hypnotized.
Right. So, big part when Monica confronts Wanda was not having it, as we noticed. She was just like... Jonesy2166 says, OMG powdered kids probably needed a lot of sugar. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the kids go down. Wow, we're getting dark.
Well, I mean, everything in Wandavision is kind of dark.
Yeah. So Monica says to Wanda, "Don't let him make you the villain." And then Wanda says,
"Maybe I already am." Maybe I already
am. Which I thought that was the most important word in that sentence, was the maybe. Misleading, because clearly at the end of this episode you find out there are darker forces at work. So I think that Monica coming through the Hex without being mind controlled and having powers was the catalyst for Agatha's reveal. I think everything was going according to plan for her, whatever that plan may be. And when Monica Rambeau made it through and showed a little spark of power, Agatha was like, all right, the jig is up. And she led Wanda to the basement. She said, the kids are in the basement.
Maybe they were in the basement, because honestly, in the background, we saw things.
All right. We warned you guys in the beginning. We're at Agatha's basement. Part of the episode.
Yes, the best part. This is so much.
Jonesy asks, what is her power? Electric waves. And
I think it was electric waves, but after she went through the Hicks, she could see the electric waves.
it could be electricity. I think there's multiple versions of her powers in the comics.
I think
Photon, Spectrum were two names that Monica Rambeau's character had, from what I understand. She can use any power source around her, or can absorb different powers, or it's an electrical based kind of thing. So it's sketchy as to which direction they're going to go with that, but it is definitely power based, like something to do with power, which I'm kind of wondering if they're setting it up for Monica Rambeau to be the hero by absorbing Wanda's power and Agatha's power in combination somehow. And maybe she can only absorb the power temporarily. Who knows? We'll see. Grandma Barbara said the basement was scary.
It wasn't that scary, and but everything was covered in.
Yeah, when she first walked down the stairs, everything was covered in plastic, like it was a Dexter episode. That was you gotta sit up, baby.
Oh, sorry.
Do we need to get you a booster seat?
No.
Do we need a booster seat?
No. I just keep slouching down. I don't know why.
So we get to Agatha's basement. There's a lot of clues. Off in the background, I think we have a picture of it. Yep. Off. So. Oh, no, that's from a different. Oh, yeah. That's one of the pillars in Agatha's basement. And there was another demon head on the wall at a different point.
Well, it wasn't on the wall. It was in like a doorway.
It was in an archway.
Yeah.
So obviously that, and then, of course, the book. Now, this is a little throwback to Doctor Strange here. In Doctor Strange, the center book was missing from their collection of magical books that they protect. So the internet has decided that maybe that's the missing book, because other people have said it's the Darkhold, which is a book of dark magic that's been passed around through the Marvel comic book universe. And the Darkhold was created by a demon, Chthon, which Chthon has a lot of connections to Wanda. He possessed Pietro in the comics to
So we
get
might
to
think
Wanda.
He's Pietro.
We think Chthon might be involved. I think it's one of three demons that Pietro is, or they are involved with.
Chthon. I think it's Chthon.
Chthon.
Who's...
It's a hard word to say. Chthon.
Chthon, who is hypnotizing Agatha, and then Agatha's deciding to control Pietro.
Well, Layla thinks it could be Nightmare or Mephisto, which it very well could be, because they're dropping so many different clues.
Also, in the last episode, in episode 6, Pietro said, at least you stopped throwing fireballs out of your hands and giving people nightmares. Another reference to Nightmare. I caught that because I watched all of the episodes straight this morning. I was like, I need to get before we watch the 7th episode.
You rewatched them all?
Yes, I rewatched all of them.
You created a monster, folks.
No, Wandavision created a monster. Wandavision probably created billions of monsters.
So we keep bouncing around. They're definitely hinting at some sort of demon. There's dark magic at play. I think Wanda accidentally opened up this nexus of all realities, which is reference to the Nexus, and they want it. They want it because of the power that it possesses. And I said last episode of the breakdown, and I'll say it again, I think the reason why the demon, that's whichever demon it is Pietro Maximoff from the other universe, from the X-Men universe, is because that is the Pietro Maximoff in that universe, in that reality. So that's the Pietro Maximoff that demon was aware of and said, oh, it's Wanda Maximoff. Okay, I know how to be Pietro. I've seen that guy in the news before. Boom. So I think that's where that connection is. Or it's just another completely different thing, and it was just a complete fake out from the Marvel Studios.
But I don't think it's a thing. Because
Also,
why would everybody be saying, that's not Pietro, that's not Pietro? And why would Wanda say that, too? Like, that's a big thing. For, oh my gosh. Because she knows, but she doesn't know who he is.
all right, here comes the part that I was dreading.
Dreading?
She killed Sparky, dude. Agatha killed Sparky, and then she bragged about it. Wanda's gonna go John Wick.
Huh?
John Wick is a very pleasant story, about a man who got his dog killed. And then he killed everybody that ever met anybody that killed his dog. But Keanu Reeves is in it, so it's fun. So yeah, Sparky's dead, as we know, but Agatha owns up to killing him.
And I was looking at videos on YouTube, which we are on YouTube right now, so subscribe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good time to drop this in there. You guys subscribe to us on all of these platforms, please. We've got
the olive
Facebook,
the olive
Twitch,
family,
Instagram,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Wait, no.
Twitter's right here. This is Twitter. This is Twitter right here.
Okay.
And of course, YouTube. Subscribe, share the videos for us. Hook us up with that.
Twitter. Oh no, Facebook.
Twitter. Twitter's right here.
Facebook.
So
Facebook.
please hook us up with a follow there, guys. A subscribe, a share, any of that. Comment on the videos. Join us on a bunch of stuff. We're not done yet. We just want to drop that before you guys clocked out.
I was watching videos on YouTube, and someone actually called that she killed Sparky. Someone on YouTube called it they called it on February 15th.
So real quick.
They watched episode 5 back in 25.0 speed.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and so then they watched it in that speed, and they saw that she...
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Who would think to do that?
Someone who's very mean and cruel and...
So Jonesy says, oh my God, she's totally going to wick that witch. We're going back to the dog discussion. And horrible. That's how you know she's the evilest. Yes, anybody that kills the dog is the villain.
Yeah, also if they're... Yeah.
But poor Sparky. Was it even a real dog, or was it just part of the simulation? I think it was
a real dog, and I honestly feel bad.
That's gonna mess with my head. Was it a real dog, or just part of the simulation, or part of a spell?
It looked like a really oh wait.
So that brings us back to, where are these kids? Where are the kids? I mean, hopefully, from the bottom of my heart, I truly hope that they ran away. But it doesn't seem like they did, because they would have run away and gone home. And Wanda was outside with Monica the whole time, so I think she ate him.
Dad didn't think this, but I thought I saw something outside when Wanda was talking on the couch. It kind of looked like someone peeking inside. A little bit. It looked like it.
Layla likes to keep sinking till you guys can't see her anymore. Come on, baby, sit up.
Okay.
Everybody wants to see you.
This is what okay, yeah. OMG. Oh, wait, okay.
Jonesy's saying, definitely ate him, spoonful of sugar and all. I mean, Wanda was pissed when Vision died, dude. Nuclear if Agatha ate her kids. I can't even believe I'm saying those words. When I woke up this morning, I did not think I would be saying Wanda would go nuclear if Agatha ate her kids. But I am.
And she probably did, so. Because in the back we saw some thingies.
Some thingies?
You know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to say the word.
What is it? Oh, yeah, there was like a case of skulls in the basement. I don't know. Layla doesn't want to think about it because it's scary. Dark and scary.
Like, very dark.
It's on Disney Plus, so I don't think they're going to get too detailed with kid murder. After credit scene.
You know, I can still hear you? My
I'm
hands-
moving on. So after credit scene, Monica hunts down Wanda, tries to go in the basement. I don't know why she tried to go right into the basement, though, because I just thought that was weird. She looked in the window and then she went right in the basement, and then Pietro caught her, or imposter Pietro caught her, and then purple magic was flying around. I do think that they're building up to something here with the different magic colors. You got purple, you got blue now. Obviously, Wanda's red. I feel like there's some sort of play there
Also,
that they're aiming for at the end.
I do think that someone's going to have to take Wanda's powers and Agatha's powers, because if we all know, Wanda's powers are red and Agatha's powers are purple. Now, inside the hex, it's purple, and outside, it's red.
That is true. Do I have that photo? I think I do.
You might.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is when Monica Rambeau first comes through. It's purple, and the outside is red.
Yeah. So I really do think that Monica Rambeau or somebody in the hex is going to have to take Agatha and Wanda's powers. I think Vision's just a person who's there, but I honestly don't think that Wanda and Vision can unlock it.
Yeah. Well, Vision can't unlock anything, it's clear.
Yeah. So, because at first, like on the first episode, we were like, well, it's called Wandavision, so Vision's probably going to be able to unlock it and control it as well. But then we were like, oh, snap.
Now, another thing that's been bugging me is last week's episode when Vision went out, he started to die, but also he started to get pieces of him started to get sucked back in. So that's why I think his body is the key to this. With Wanda's magic.
I think, okay, now that I think about it, maybe Vision's the one who has to combine Agatha and Wanda's powers. Maybe he's the one who has to connect them.
Maybe.
Because, I mean, it wouldn't be called Wandavision for nothing. Like, it should be called Wanda Agatha, for all we know. Because, I mean...
That's what I said last week, how they combined it into one word. I think that has a lot to do with this story.
Yes.
Wandavision is...
Wanda Agatha Vision. Wandavision Agatha.
Wanda Agatha Vision. Oh, Snooper's gonna snoop. I thought that was an interesting way to end the episode.
What 2000... Okay. What 2010 shows are they going to emulate next week? Probably...
What became big? I mean, I feel like there's...
Wait, did iCarly come out in 2010?
No, they wouldn't do Nickelodeon. They'd do more mainstream. So.
Yeah, but... I mean, who knows? Popular 2010...
I'm going to type in popular sitcoms because I can't think of any off the top of my head.
New Girl, apparently.
New Girl?
iCarly came up.
I know it did. It doesn't mean...
Oh my god. iCarly literally came up.
I don't think they're going to do iCarly because it's so limited and the adults wouldn't be as psyched about it as the kids.
Who knows? Maybe. I mean, it came out in 2010. Who knows? I mean, it can be, I don't know, maybe her kids will be acting like the characters from, I don't know.
Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec is the Community.
Probably Parks and Rec.
I'm looking at the list. Game of Thrones, but I don't see how they're going to do that because that's not a sitcom.
That's also not a 2010 thing.
Oh.
Heck no. That's from 2020 and 2019.
What if they got weird and they did like Bob's Burgers, like an animated?
Oh, what if they actually do an animated?
How funny would it be if they did a Game of Thrones emulation? Yo, honestly, bro, I wouldn't put it past them at this point. They're really shifting gears left and right and throwing a lot around. So I don't know. Very possible. So I think we've covered everything we wanted to this week. Chthon, Nightmare, Mephisto are the demon possibilities that we're seeing. But it could be like the fake out that they pulled with the who was it? Major? Who was the Major? I forget the name because it's not a character. Major Goodner.
What?
That is not a character from the comics, so who knows? This might be a new character. I highly doubt it with the amount of fan service they've been playing with going through this whole process. I really feel like they wouldn't give us that payoff of a character we know already from the comics. I think that there's very little chance that it's not going to be one of these three connected to the dark magic. Maybe it's the book.
I just thought about how old Captain Marvel probably is right now with Monica Rambeau.
Maybe Captain Marvel doesn't really age.
Yeah, but she might. Who knows?
Who knows?
Because, I mean, she was a kid once.
Yeah.
And she grew up to an adult. So, I mean, everybody does, even if you have superpowers.
So, like we said before, subscribe over at YouTube, at Twitter. Make sure you go to Twitter right here.
No. Don't go to Facebook right now. But here's Facebook. Here's Facebook.
Are you?
Here you go. Here's Facebook.
Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. All of those things are available for you guys to check us out. And there's other content there. It's not just WandaVision and Marvel, but we are going to release probably tomorrow a Marvel toy.
We actually have them right here.
Battle World.
Marvel Battle.
Ooh, it's working really cool with the green screen. But Marvel Battle World is a game that we were playing and unboxed. So we're going to throw that up video on YouTube. Check out. Don't be distracting. We're trying to tell people where to follow us. You tell them.
Follow us on Facebook at... Oh, wait.
You don't have to get that detailed. They can see it.
The Olive Family. Follow us on Twitch at the Olive Family. At Instagram. Follow us at
the .olive.family.
The .olive.family. And at Twitter.
Some other Olive family is scooping up all these handles and not using them. No posts, no interaction, nothing. Just a waste of a handle.
And follow us at Twitter at the olivefamily.1. Go to the Twitter. Oh wait, no. Wait, what? Did we switch?
Search.
Wait, when did we switch? How did we switch? How did that happen?
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're really excited for next week's episode.
On Facebook.
And we really like doing this. So if you could share it on your platforms, that would be awesome.
Yes.
Share it after it's done. Share it during the process.
I think we switched.
So thanks again, guys. We will see you next time. We're the Olives. Peace.